Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The give is to Jones. Finding room at the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So great throw right there, and what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round 1 of the playoffs. But Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you profess. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Packers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
A big play there on the catch and run. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. 7 yards the pick up there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year. I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 24. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get one back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete.
Complete to Devin Duvernay. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 50-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 52 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they all can slip.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Prescott off play action. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Now, Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And what with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is caught. He hits more. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, if we double my efforts, I'll go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. On play action, Prescott.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 81 yards rushing for him now, as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner. And he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. But poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Robert Tonyan.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. That's going to set them back 5 yards. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Out to his left. He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Jones. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Prescott. Again, he finds more. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First down, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Here's Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sack.
That's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott able to fight through one tackle. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Flush. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Packers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A quick throw complete out to Isabella. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. Touchdown, Cowboys! DJ Moore, 42 yards. And the Cowboys are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Prescott on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they will take over possession of the football at the 42-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll swing this out to Moss. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tarvarius Moore. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Meanwhile, Dak's throw here taken in by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Bring in the second string. Bring in the second
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Andy Isabella with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing again, Prescott on second, and rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. this defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Runs over it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within a eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Boy, yeah, everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Second and 10.
One last shot now for Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the play.